have no problem saying I don't know to anything, to everything, at home, with my kids, at work. You know, like I constantly getting, as you can see, getting calls and messages, and you know, they're always looking to me for answers, and like, I don't know. Figure it out. Figure it out yourself.
Yeah, and I think I think that's probably a really good way to go too. I mean, it makes you, well, it makes you human for one, but for the other thing too, it gives other people a chance to pull up their own bootstraps instead of just constantly looking outward for the answers. Yeah. It's like, oh, can I do this?
Yeah,
like, yeah,
and
you can.
Yeah.
Right.
And how many times, I mean, I find myself wanting to be there right away for them, and many times I am, but when I'm not, you know, it's funny how 15 minutes later, oh, I figured it out. I'm like, oh, you did.
Yeah. It's one of those almost diametric oppositions. Like we were just talking about depression and how that's such an introverted thing, but it's at the same time, it's like, well, you can go inward to find answers too, not just find problems.
Yeah.
So
it is a positive spin, and sometimes I think it might be hard to look inward, and maybe speaking to someone else, a professional of some sort, would actually really help you do that, right? So
yeah, and I think that's actually a tough one for lots of people to ask for that help, and it's not a weakness. I think it's something that should be. I
think it should be recognized as normalcy.
Yeah. Right.
Like why do we go to the medical doctor for your yearly physical checkup? We don't do a mental checkup.
Yeah. Well, and that's also something that I think should be pushed a little bit more in understanding of when we're in school.
Yeah.
It's like the reading, writing, arithmetic, sure, it's important to a degree, but we're not learning how to be emotionally supportive or understanding to each other, or understanding levels of abuse to each other. It's like, I get it, it's not an easy curriculum to help add to stuff in the first place, but at the same time though too, I think that's more functional for an entire society as well as the individual. I
think that's, I mean, I agree with you. Having said that, as soon as I was sitting here nodding with you, I'm like, yeah.
However.